What do you say to the fans who are angry at the situation the team is in right now, with where it is in last place in the AL East, and also, a lot of the anger has been directed at you due to poor performance or roster construction? They seem to be pretty upset with the job they feel you've done.
They want us to win. They're invested in this franchise. They're invested in our team, and they're disappointed. And certainly I hear them loud and clear.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Yankees finally breaking that 9-game losing streak. Not only that, but we're going to talk about Luis Severino and could he possibly be back. And not only that, but we're going to finish off with Brian Cashman and the interview he had right before the game and see what comments he has about this whole roster and the results that we've gotten so far. So let's get into it.
Middle game of this 3-game series, and the Yankees win it 9-1. They end that 9-game skid on a day in which General Manager Brian Cashman addressed the media, called this entire season disappointing, embarrassing. The Yankees played the game that makes you wonder, what if they had played this game over the last 3-4 weeks, how different their fate could be.
Yeah, the Yankees are relieved today. They're rejoicing today, and it's mostly because of what Aaron Judge did with those 3 home runs, 3 majestic swings. They have been aching for offense during that 9-game losing streak, Bob. They only scored 21 runs. Tonight they scored 9, and as you said, it does make you wonder, where has this offense been? Where could this team be if its offense had been more productive? But the Yankees are just going to enjoy tonight, not only what Judge did, but Luis Severino as well, pitching into the 7th inning. I thought he had his best mix of pitches all season long. The fastball command was there. He also featured the cutter, the slider, the changeup. So the Yankees, as you said, on a day where Cashman said the season was a disaster, played a game that was the opposite of a disaster. This was a terrific win.
Basically, the Yankees win 9-1. And it was good to see the offense awaken. It was good to see the Yankees finally have someone hit 3 home runs in a game, hence Aaron Judge, and just see the offense and all of the pieces come together. That is exactly what we wish we would have seen in the past 9 games, but I guess we'll take what we can get. But I would say the star of that game had to be Luis Severino. Is he back to his original form? Well, we saw 6+ innings. We definitely saw a solid outing from Luis Severino, to the point where at the end, as he was walking off, he got a standing ovation from the crowd, because you never know if this is going to be like his last time having a really good pitched game and Yankee Stadium at that, and just send him a good goodbye. You never know what will happen, and definitely from what it looks like, Luis Severino isn't going to be coming back unless he has an amazing last few weeks or whatever, but I really doubt it. So definitely this could be the last time we see a Luis Severino, at least at this good of a quality start. Hopefully not. Hopefully he keeps on pitching and maybe he figured it out. You could definitely tell by his post-game interview how happy he was to hear that ovation and how excited in general his whole energy is after pitching a really solid game. And good for him. We definitely needed that. And you want to see him succeed, whether it's on the Yankees or not. You know, the guy is a good baseball player. It's just that sometimes people have their downtimes, right?
Yeah, we talked about Severino's struggles in the first inning this season, an ERA of about 15. So it was him getting it started, get through that first inning, and he did. I'm sure he exhaled. Then Judge gives him a solo homer in the bottom of the first inning. Severino gets through the second inning. Suddenly Judge hits a grand slam. It's 6-0 after 2 innings. And any pitcher will tell you, Bob, that is going to allow you to relax. You're not going to feel as if you have to throw a perfect pitch every time. And Severino did a nice job taking this game into the 7th inning. A couple of relievers finishing it up for the Yankees.
Like I said before, like, I know the stuff that I have, and I know the pitcher that I can be. I just need to continue to do a little adjustment, trust in my stuff again, have confidence in myself, and I know a good thing was going to happen.
What was the ovation from the crowd like for you? You tipped your cap, took it off. What was those 10 seconds or 15 seconds like?
It was great, I've been hearing a lot of boos, so it's a good thing, to have those fans, cheering for me. So, I was happy. The team was really good tonight. Overall, defense was unbelievable. So hopefully we can keep rolling from now on.
Talking about down times, we got to talk about Brian Cashman. And before this game and before this offense awakened, we got to see Brian Cashman talk about why and how, and just overall, this roster was a terrible, terrible result of, I don't know, everyone putting in work and trying to create the best offense here. And yeah, let's just take a listen to Brian Cashman.
How much of a shock has the losing been to you and your staff?
It's been a disaster this season. And yeah, it's definitely a shock. Certainly, I don't think anybody On our side of the fence, from our player group, from our coaches, our manager, or even outside the organization, would have predicted this. So,
Aside from the injuries, where do you think things have gone wrong?
well, we're going to evaluate it all. Clearly, unfortunately, we're going to have some time to do that. But I'd say everybody's had a little bit of a hand in it, from top to bottom, and it's our job to find out where. Obviously, that's what we're going to be up to and tasked with. I've certainly met with Halsteimer on several occasions already, and this is not something we're accustomed to or used to, and I think, there's definitely going to be a lot of internal assessments going on.
In your estimation, what needs to change? What did you learn watching this offensive product?
Well, all those different buckets. In some cases, maybe in some cases decisions, of who we onboarded. In some cases, injuries. In some cases, unexpected performance. So, it's a depleted roster right now in some areas. So, you're looking forward at some point to get Anthony Rizzo back at first base. For instance, amongst others. So, we've learned, that with what hit us when that storm hit us, that we didn't have enough to sustain or maintain, and it sunk us. But it's certainly a pretty big storm hit our way. That took us from a team last year that led the league in runs scored to this year we're, I think, just above Oakland. I don't know where we're 29th out of 30th in runs scored, and that's the name of the game on the offensive side is putting points on the board, and we have not been doing that. And it's the same every day. Obviously, the roster's a little different, but still, we need to be better than what we're doing. But they're trying, and we're trying to figure it out, and we're trying to, obviously, assist it. Or I've done this job a long time. I've been able to fix things on the run when broken. Everything I've been trying to do from my end, whether it's promote from within, whether it's in-season coaching change, whatever it is, none of it's worked. It's failed. So. But we'll keep trying.
And again, anything Brian Cashman says, it's just like, all right, we got it. You're not going to give us like the real tea. You're not going to tell us what's exactly really going on. And he was even asked about like, yeah, a lot of people are angry at you. And he kind of, went around it and saying like, yeah, no, we're frustrated at us too. It's like a cop out.
And also, how would you assess the job that Aaron Boone has done this season?
I think Booney's doing everything he can possibly do. Just like all of us, we're all trying to, I used the Dylan question just came up as an example of trying to change something to find a way through it and get better at it. And so I think we're all pulling out everything we possibly can, or have been, even though, the results haven't been there, including Aaron Boone. I know we had a team meeting Friday night after that loss to Boston going into Saturday's game, but, that didn't help. There's individual conversations, there are team conversations. You have your specialty coaches doing their job, pulling their weight. That's the job, and I can assure you he's pulling all those levers too.
With Judge and his situation, obviously health-wise, as you guys kind of are fading a little bit, you're not mathematically eliminated, but are you going to be concerned about either shutting him down or getting a head start on getting him ready for next year sometime soon? So
far, I think his progressions have gone well. Listen, he, as an example of players that they're trying. He came back, when he didn't have to. Obviously, he was still compromised, and to fight through to try to push this team into the postseason, and so he's still playing through it. It's going well, even though he's obviously still dealing with it. And if we're in a position that we feel that he's in jeopardy, then it's a legitimate conversation that we'll have to have. But we're not at that position. Forgetting playoff standing right now, we're not in that position right now. But if the compromise that he's dealing with, is a risky situation, then clearly that'll be the conversation at that time. We're not at that time, notwithstanding playoff situation. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out. But
anyways, that's Brian Cashman for you. You guys already know what to expect with interviews with Brian Cashman or anyone from the front office or even an Aaron Boone. But the good thing, guys, is that the Yankees won. Hopefully they can continue doing that and having more and more offense. It's not fun watching the Yankees lose. It's definitely very, very boring. So it was definitely a great time to see the Yankees finally have that offense, finally start to win at least one game, and see Luis Severino get his confidence back. Hopefully this is the start of many good starts in his career. And Brian Cashman will always be Brian Cashman, and he's going to have a lot of work to do. Hopefully he can transform this roster, because for me, I don't think he's going anywhere. You can let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys feel about Brian Cashman's comments? And as always, make sure to smash that like and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. And I'll see you guys next time.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still